like this weird competition of cool.
You take a reef shot to the side of the head for a wave like that.
If I can win this, this will be the greatest moment of my life.
All the girls are surfing so well. They're beautiful inside and out.
Going skageless is a whole nother realm. It's like a fast version of body surfing.
There's something about just getting in the ocean and cleansing ourselves of everything else that's going on in the world.
My job description is student of surfing.
Aloha, I'm your host Chris Otronic here at Waimea Valley, and welcome to another episode of Board Stories TV. This time on the show, we shift focus over to the 9 Foot and Over Club and head to the heart of Waikiki for the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic. This event is all about riding the nose. Whether hanging 5 or 10 toes over, there was a lot of perching going down. We're highlighting the fun and joy of the event, as well as the top performances. We also head over to Kailua Beach on the east side of Oahu for the Boys and Girls Club Ocean Community Day, spreading the love of our ocean playground. A lot of fun stuff coming up, and we're starting it off with our move of the week, this time featuring Johnny the Ripper. This move of the week takes us to the center of Waikiki for the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic, where it's all about time on the nose. Waikiki local, 14-year-old John Michael Van Hohenstein, aka Johnny the Ripper, is right at home at the Queen's Break and has no problem perching his light frame over the nose. At this year's event, where nose rides were timed for scores, he took the prize for longest nose ride.
Waves are super good, nice, clean, glassy waves. Just super happy that I won the longest nose ride in the whole contest. It was 21 seconds. It was amazing. Felt free, just on the nose from all the way to Queens, inside pockets. It was amazing. I was super happy.
Up next, we dive into the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic in Waikiki. Board Stories will be right back.
We're here with Surf Garage and Toro and his crew, putting this on really to perpetuate what longboarding is all about. And really, once again, it's all about having fun, and it's not about winning or losing, it's about being out there and being part of it.
We've got beautiful weather. Look at this. This is the most famous beach in the world.
Waikiki Beach, how can you ask for more? Nose riding was big in California, so we wanted to bring it to Hawaii. So we loaded up a container load of nose riders, came to Hawaii, and we started in 1995, and it never stopped since.
The face has changed, but the vibe is the same, you know, over the years, right, Lance? Lance has been here longer, just as long as I have been.
We bring the nose riders out, the old style surfing, and then we have a big crowd of younger kids that are just outstanding. It's old style surfing plus modern surfing.
Yeah, plus modern surfing, but they're into the nose riding and classical styles of surfing.
I'm very impressed by their surfing abilities. They're just above and beyond what we were. It's beautiful watching them.
Yeah.
Especially when they get there and they start arching their backs or hand in the air.
I think one thing that a lot of people don't realize that contemporary surfing is all about shortboards, and contemporary longboarding is really shortboarding with a longboard, but this is kind of a throwback to the heritage of the past when nose riding was a specialty event, and it's really fun to be able to run up and hang 5 or hang 10, and the whole idea of a nose riding contest is to see who can stay on the nose. And back in the 60s, that was what's considered the move of the day. They've been doing tournaments here since I was 10 years old, so it's fun to come back every summer and be able to catch a couple waves, but to actually be able to run up and perch yourself on the nose and get those 10 toes over or the 5 toes over, it takes a lot of skill, and if you have the finesse to do it right, you can really make it look natural. And so the old-time Phil Edwards said, making a hard thing look easy is what it's all about.
You can't really tell somebody how to nose ride. You have to actually do the talk and walk the walk, yeah? So really, literally walk the walk. So it's about teaching the kids where part of the roots of surfing started with longboarding, and part of longboarding is nose riding.
When I'm on the nose, it feels like I'm in a different world. Like, you just stand there and just enjoy it. So you cross-stepping up to the nose really smooth, just getting that feeling, just hanging 10 toes over the nose.
It's just letting your toes be free on the nose and feeling free as you're on the nose and just getting that extra vibe, good vibe, just being on the top of the board and surfing on the perfect wave, and it just feels like you're flying.
It's like driving a bus with no passengers behind. That's amazing. Think about that. You're the only one driving. You know, your style, your control on the tip of the board. It's not easy to do. To me, it's when you get on the tip, you're just free. And you're styling, and you're just like, wow! You know, it's like you're standing on a ledge and you're moving. First of all, picking a wave where you have a long wall, which would be your canvas, setting it up with a fade turn. As the board is turning and rising up, you're already walking. When the board stops on the top, you're perched. You're perched. And then you start controlling that nose from the front of the board like driving a bus. And you just go all the way down the line as long as you can go. Back pedal, get off, cut back again, reform again, do it again. Keep doing it over and over and over. But that's a beautiful thing to see. You watch somebody do it properly, it's a work of art. And longboarding is art to me.
We are the Waikiki crew, and you're watching Board Stories.
We've got more action from the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic coming up, including the top winners. But first up, it's Ocean Community Day at Kailua Beach. Keep it locked right here on Board Stories. Welcome back to Board Stories. We're going to take a little break from the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic and head over to Kailua Beach, where our friends at HIC and Volcom put on an Ocean Fun Community Day for the local Boys and Girls Club.
Today is our 16th annual Outrigger Duke Kahanamoku Ocean Sports and Fitness Day. Our mission is inspiring youth to become responsible citizens, and we do that by providing a safe place for kids to be after school and all summer long. So we've got amazing water people helping our kids on the beach, caring adult mentors, incredible people. So we have 5 clubhouses on Oahu that are here, from Waianae, Nanakuli, Ewa Beach, Honolulu, and Kailua. And then we also have a clubhouse visiting from Santa Monica, California. They happen to be out here for a basketball tournament, and the timing was perfect to have them join us for the beach day today. And they're just in awe of everything that's going on and having the time of their life.
Anybody who grew up in Kailua, this is the shore break, and this is what they started with. And there's a lot of really good surfers, great surfers that came out of Kailua For these kids, some of the kids have not even been to the beach. And for sure, most of them haven't been to Kailua Beach, one of the nicest beaches in the world. And to have them actually have the opportunity to go surfing and bodyboarding, and it's amazing to see somebody who's never been on a board before stand up for the first time, and the smile on their face and the happiness they get from just riding waves is amazing. It makes it all worthwhile.
What happens, as you can see, is there's a group of different stations. We have water safety, which is really the common denominator here, but we're teaching them surfing, sub-squatch riding, outrigger canoe paddling, and beach volleyball.
Teaching the kids is pretty cool. It's a big fulfillment when you teach someone who has little ocean knowledge and get them to stand up. It's pretty cool to see like how happy they get and see their big smiles on their face, whether they stand up, get to their feet, or just even ride it on their belly, like just to glide on the water. Pretty cool, it's pretty special.
Volcom, we actually donate a portion of our sales every year to the Boys and Girls Club of Hawaii as a part of our Give Back series. So we just like to try to be involved in these kind of events too, and get our surfers and team riders interacting with all the kids and stuff, and just basically sharing our love for the ocean with all the kids that don't get to enjoy it as much. It's crazy. One kid might not want to go out. He's like, no, I don't want to try. But once you get him on that board and you push him into a wave and he actually rides the wave, and he's just like, oh, let's go again. And once they get one, it's like it's that addiction. Once you catch one wave, you just want to keep going and going.
We're finding out a lot of the kids, even if they're from Hawaii, they live by the ocean, a lot of them don't know how to swim. And it's surprising, but a lot of them have not surfed before or even been on a boogie board.
You got professional surfers who are teaching these kids, and half the time the kids don't even know, hey, your teacher's a professional surfer. So you're learning from the best. For most of the guys helping out here, they've spent their life surfing has just been a big driving force in their lives, and even the careers with the professional surfers. So to be able to pass that experience and that scope onto the next generation of Hawaii's youth is just really important. And especially, you meet the kids that have Hawaiian ancestry, and here they are. It's the birthplace of surfing, the sport of kings, and they've never had the opportunity to experience that. So this event we do every year gives the kids the opportunity to have that experience, and hopefully to become lifelong surfers and make the ocean a part of their lives.
We're heading back to Waikiki to finish up the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic, where the waves delivered for the final day of competition. Stay tuned for more board stories. Welcome back to Board Stories, hanging out in Waikiki for the 2017 Hawaiian Noseriding Classic, where aloha is top priority.
So surfing has given us a lot, and we've learned with contests like this to give back. This is cultural, Surfing is the sporting of kings, yeah? So we're very grateful to just give back a little bit. Little bit can turn into much. And the main thing, the key word is aloha. They learn about aloha. That's first.
We separated the divisions into men and women, vintage boards and pros. So the vintage boards is my baby. I love the old 1968 prior boards, and if you can ride that, you can ride anything. So we're allowing some of our friends to bring their boards out of the closet and surf it for one more time. There's team divisions. This is where friends can surf with each other and go for their ultimate rides together without competing head-to-head against somebody else in the water. So they're encouraging each other to surf well, surf on the nose, and it's a better feel when you're out there with your friends. Kamikaze team came from Japan. They're friends of Toru Yamaguchi, our gold sponsor, and they came here and they have never surfed with a local group before. So this is their first experience competing in a local Hawaii competition.
We tape the noses so the judges can see the contestants out at Queens riding the nose. We have 2 different ways that we do that. For the amateurs in the team division, we have the 24 inches, and then for the pros, it's 12 inches.
The taping is an area that you have to be in this zone in front of the tape. That's considered the nose of the surfboard, the front of the surfboard. The longer you stay in there, we have timers up there. Every judge is a timer, and every judge has one color to be responsible for. There's 5 colors in the water, there's 5 judges, 5 clocks, and they time them for every second that they're on the nose and accumulates the 2 best, longest rides during a 15-minute period.
Just so many happy people, like really good waves, beautiful every day, sunny, and just see people smiling a lot. And I was pretty stoked to just go out in Queens to surf with your best mates and and just have a good time. And I think that's just, you know, the culture of longboarding and the tradition.
Connie Tsunami, Connie Ellis Stewart, Waikiki local. He's on the longboard tour. He's the youngest one. He's known as Buttons 2.0.
Yeah.
He has the afro and everything.
In the pro men's division, one young ripper was making his name known. John Van Hohenstein was the youngest finalist at 14 years old.
Yeah, I was nervous, but main point is just having fun. The heats were hard with some good competitors like Kai Salas, Fritz, and Nelson Ahina. It was super fun versing them for the first time.
But riding to the pro men's win was Waikiki's own Kai Salas, who spent arguably more time on the nose than anyone in the event, also taking out the vintage board division.
It was a nice full weekend of surfing. I think I surfed 6 heats today. Best part about it was we had some perfect waves. You know, it picked up today, it was super consistent. We had 15 minutes, so I was just trying to look for ones that would run off nice, that I could kind of, find the right spot and just hold like a one long hang 10. So I was able to find one right at the beginning and then one right at the end, so it worked out. Feels good, especially competing against like all the young lightweight Groms, who weigh like probably half my weight, some of them. So kind of shows me I still got it. So yeah, it feels good.
The pro women were on fire, and another Waikiki local, Lola Schremer, walked her way right to the top.
And winning, Lola Schremer with $500.
The Team Classic winners were Kai Coffey, made up of Waikiki's best young talent. And the Team Open first place went to Team Free Time, led by Mau Ahi from the Valley Island. Stick around. We're wrapping up with our spill of the week just down the way at Ala Moana Bowls, right here on Board Stories.
Experience Hawaii's past in the present. Oahu's Waimea Valley calls you to reconnect. Waimea Valley is a rich and culturally significant vahipana, or storied place, that embraces a world-class botanical garden. Come visit our newly restored kauhale, an historical site believed to have been occupied by families of high rank centuries ago. Our kauhale at Waimea Valley is one of a kind, a special place to engage in Hawaiian culture. Reconnect at Oahu's Waimea Valley.
Promotional support for Board Stories is provided by Waimea Valley, where Hawaii comes alive. Check them out online at waimeavalley.net and give them a visit next time you're on the North Shore. Welcome back to Board Stories. Well, we had a blast over at the Hawaiian Noseriding Classic. Congrats to all the winners and Johnny the Ripper. We're going to keep our eye out for you. Mahalos to HIC and Vulcan for putting on an epic ocean fun day in Kailua. I know all the Groms are stoked. Before we finish, we're going to leave you with our spill of the week. As for me, your host, Chris Atronic, I'll see you in the water. Aloha. On this spill of the week, we focus in on the epicenter of South Shore shortboarding, Ala Moana Bowls, and a handful of spills from some past solid South swells.
voice I hear that keep whispers in my ears, and that's why I leave. I've been chasing it for years. Sun is shining, clouds have a silver lining. All these coming free fall. Life is a beautiful storm. I can stay. I just want to do it on my own. Flying away. I don't wanna cure for my syndrome. Want to walk on 1,000.
Okay, Jack the Ripper, nose riding.
This is Jack. That's John.
John the okay, take the mic away.
Johnny,
You
yeah.
conduct the interview. Johnny.
So John, what's so important about longboarding and bringing back the old school feelings?
It just represents everyone here, and so they can learn, and the younger goms too.
So when you surf, are you supposed to wear a leash or no leash, or how does it?
It depends if you want to swim more longer or wear a leash and have it with you. Optional.